You grab your keys. Your baby sees the keys. Their face changes. The mouth opens. The cry starts before you have even reached the door. You stand there at the doorway, late for work, holding the keys, watching your baby fall apart, and you think there has to be a better way to do this. There is. It takes 30 seconds. It is based on 5 science-backed techniques that change what your baby's nervous system experiences in the moment of separation, and once you know it, you will never leave the house the same way again. Drop in the comments how old your baby is. I want to know who I am talking to today. Leave it now while you watch. The first technique starts in 3 seconds. 1. The silent connection ritual. Before you leave, sit down at your baby's eye level, not standing above them, not talking from across the room, down on the floor or kneeling, so your face is at the same height as theirs. Make eye contact. Soft, warm. Hold it. Do not say anything. For 30 seconds, or even just 10, let your face be present and still. Let your baby look at you and find what they are always looking for, the calm, regulated face of the safe person. Here is what is happening neurologically while you do this. Your baby's mirror neuron system, the network of brain cells that simulates what they observe in others, is firing. It is reading your face, your micro-expressions, the specific quality of your breathing, and it is doing what it always does in a moment of social attention. It is mirroring you internally. When your face is calm, their nervous system practices being calm. When your eyes communicate, "This is okay, you are safe, I am here," their brain registers it as truth, even before language has any role in the exchange. Research from Bar-Ilan University on parent-infant neural synchrony has shown that brief moments of focused mutual gaze produce measurable synchronization between parent and infant brain activity. Heart rate alignment, breathing alignment, the neural patterns that the baby's brain is producing literally start to match the parent's. This is not a metaphor, it is biology. And it works in seconds. I wrote about this exact mechanism in my book. They can't say it yet. There is a line I keep coming back to. Your baby's nervous system is borrowing yours. When you are calm, they become calm. The regulation is not happening inside their body. It is happening between you. That whole chapter explains why these tiny moments before separation are more powerful than anything you can do once you are gone. The book is in the description if you want to go deeper. Now back to the routine. The silent connection ritual is not about delaying your departure. It is about depositing one calm, regulated moment of presence into your baby's nervous system before you go. That deposit changes what happens after the door closes. 2. Release the tension zones. Babies hold stress in specific places in their bodies. The shoulders, especially right where the neck meets the shoulder, the lower back, the clenched fists, the feet that grip and curl. Before you leave, take 10 seconds to gently release these zones with your hands. Place your warm palm on the back of their neck and rub slowly in soft circles. Move down to the shoulders and apply gentle pressure. Take their tiny hands and unfurl the fingers one at a time, smoothing them open with your thumb. Stroke the soles of their feet from heel to toe. This is not a massage. It is a sensory message. The slow, gentle, intentional touch activates a specific class of nerve fibers called C-tactile afferents that are directly connected to the brain's calming and bonding systems. Research published in Neuroscience and Biobehavioral Reviews has shown that this type of touch produces a measurable reduction in cortisol and heart rate within seconds of being applied. Your touch is doing something fast pharmaceutical interventions cannot do. It is telling your baby's nervous system, through a channel older than language, that they are safe. The clenched hands and curled feet release. The shoulders drop. The body softens. And the baby who softens before you leave is a baby whose system has lower stress reserves to escalate from once you are gone. 10 seconds. Released tension. Real biology. 3. The boring exit. Here is the most counterintuitive part of this entire routine, and the one most parents get wrong. When you leave, do not make a big deal of it. No long emotional goodbyes. No drawn-out hugs. No, "Mummy will be back so soon. It's okay. Please don't cry," repeated 5 times in a tense voice. No looking back from the doorway with a worried expression. No coming back in to comfort them after you have already started leaving. Just leave, calmly, casually, like you are walking from one room to another. This sounds harsh. It is the opposite of harsh. Here is why. Your baby's nervous system reads the emotional weight of an event from the cues you give it. If your goodbye is dramatic, your baby's brain registers. This is a major event. This must be dangerous or sad. The protest response activates. The cry starts. If your goodbye is calm and ordinary, your baby's brain registers. This is normal. This happens. The system that was about to escalate gets a different signal, not abandonment, just transition. Research on infant separation behavior has consistently shown that the calmer and more matter-of-fact the caregiver's departure, the faster the baby settles after they leave. Dramatic departures produce dramatic distress that lasts longer than the protest itself. Calm departures produce brief protests that resolve quickly. A short, warm, casual phrase is enough. "I'm going now. I'll be back," said in the same voice you would use to say, "I'm going to the kitchen," then walk out, without the long pause, without looking back, without coming back. The boring exit is not coldness, it is information. You are telling your baby's nervous system, "This is not an emergency, the world remains continuous, I will be back." 4. The scent anchor. Before you leave something behind that smells like you. A worn t-shirt, a pillowcase you slept on, a scarf you have been wearing. Place it near where your baby will be, not in the crib if they are sleeping. Safe sleep guidelines require a clear sleeping surface, but on the floor near them, in the play area, draped over a chair where they can see and access it. This is not sentimental, it is physiological. Your scent, the specific chemical signature of your skin and body, is one of the most powerful regulatory inputs available to your baby's nervous system. Research from the Monell Chemical Senses Center has found that infants can identify their primary caregiver's scent within the first 2 days of life before any visual recognition has developed. The olfactory system connects directly to the amygdala, the brain's emotional processing center, bypassing the slower cortical pathways that process other senses. Smell is the fastest emotional input the brain has, and your baby's nervous system is calibrated specifically to your smell. When your baby is in distress after you leave, the presence of your scent in the environment provides ongoing regulatory input. It is not the same as you being there, but it is not nothing. It is a continuous signal to the system that says, the safe person is still associated with this space. They have not disappeared completely. Babies who have access to a parent's scent during separations show measurably faster recovery from distress, better sleep, and lower cortisol levels than babies whose environment is scent neutral. It costs you nothing. It takes 30 seconds to set up, and it provides hours of biological reassurance after you are gone. 5. The predictable sound shield. Silence, after you leave, is louder than you think. When you are home, your baby's auditory environment is full of cues that signal your presence. Your footsteps, your voice in another room, the ambient sounds of you doing things. These sounds are not background noise to your baby. They are continuous proof of your presence in the space. When you leave, all of those sounds stop at once. The silence that follows is the auditory signature of absence, and it activates the alert system in your baby's nervous system in a specific way. The fix is to fill the silence, not with stimulation, with predictable, calm, continuous sound, soft instrumental music, white noise, a gentle audiobook playing at low volume. The specific quality matters. It must be something that does not change suddenly, does not have sharp transitions, does not include human voices that might be confused with the missing parent. Research on auditory environment and infant stress has found that consistent, predictable ambient sound reduces cortisol levels and improves sleep quality during separations. The mechanism is straightforward. A nervous system that has continuous auditory input does not have to do the work of constantly scanning the silence for cues. Set it up before you leave. Let it be playing as you walk out the door. The transition from "you are present" to "you are gone" is softened by the continuity of the sound. Putting it all together. 5 techniques. 30 seconds total when done in sequence. Sit at your baby's eye level. Hold calm eye contact for 10 seconds. Silent connection. Release the tension zones with gentle touch. 5 seconds. Set up the scent anchor and the sound shield. Done in advance. 10 seconds. Calm, casual departure with one short, warm phrase. 5 seconds. Walk out without looking back. That is the entire routine. It is built on 5 mechanisms that the developing nervous system is biologically designed to respond to: neural synchrony, see tactile touch, calm transitional cues, olfactory anchoring, and auditory continuity. Each one alone produces measurable changes in infant stress response. Stacked together, done in the same routine, repeated daily, they retrain the entire experience of separation for your baby. Within a week of consistent use, most babies show meaningfully reduced separation distress. Within a month, the routine itself becomes a positive cue. Your baby's nervous system learns to associate the sequence with the safe transition rather than the painful one. You are not preventing all distress. Some protest at separation is developmentally normal and even healthy. It shows secure attachment. What you are preventing is the dysregulated, prolonged, escalating distress that creates real cortisol exposure for the baby and real heartbreak for the parent. Tomorrow morning, before you leave the house, try the routine, the eye contact, the touch, the scent, the sound, the calm exit. Watch what happens, not when you leave, but 5 minutes later, 20 minutes later, the next time you do it. Across a week, your baby's nervous system is responsive. It is built to regulate in response to specific inputs, and these 5 inputs are precisely the ones that work. Tell me in the comments, which one are you going to try first? I read every single one, and drop your baby's age too if you haven't yet. I want to know who I am talking to. Subscribe to Mindful Parenting. We'll be here every week.